friends, welcome back to the channel. So today I have another tag video, and this is the Friends tag. And if you haven't heard of this before, basically each letter in the word friends has a prompt, and then there's a book answer for each prompt. So this tag was created by Nouvelle novels, and I'll leave a link down below to their channel. And I've been hearing this tag go around for quite a while here on BookTube, and I thought I would take part. I don't think I was ever directly tagged, but I don't think that really matters anymore. I'm just going to go ahead and answer the questions anyway. So jumping right in here, F is for friendship. Name a book with a strong friendship in it. And for this one, I am going to choose My Best Friend's Exorcism by Grady Hendrix. And the two girls that are in this story are, you know, they're just fierce friends. And, you know, the whole plot of this story is about how friendship can overcome just about anything. And as you know, this was one of my favorite reads from last year, and I absolutely loved it. I want to reread this book, but I have so many others on my TBR that I'm going to set it down for now, but this is a fantastic story. And the next one is R, Real Life, a non-fiction book that you want to read. And I have had this book on my shelves for literally years and like have never picked it up. So it's right back here. I didn't want to move it because it's holding up a whole bunch of other books. But it is The Oldest City by Paul O'Neill, and it's basically a history of my hometown in St. John's, Newfoundland, which is one of the oldest cities in North America. And it's a really comprehensive history, and I know there's facts in there that I don't know, and I've just been years wanting to pick it up and I never ever did. So that is definitely something I want to get to this year for sure. So next is I, Indie Author, a book by an indie author. So for this one, I picked Almost Feral by Gemma Hickey. And Gemma is a trans rights activist from my hometown in St. John's. And they are also a survivor of clergy abuse as well. When they were growing up, there was a really horrific assault, and all of that is detailed in this book. And in 2015, Gemma walked across the island of Newfoundland, raising awareness and raising money about clergy abuse. And also Gemma was the first person in Canada to receive a non-binary birth certificate, which is quite an accomplishment. And I follow Gemma on social media, and they're just an amazing person. So if you're looking for a book that's all about hope and overcoming impossible odds, I fully recommend reading Almost Feral. On the cover here it says, "The only limits are the ones that we self-impose," which is completely true. So next for E is Endings, a book where the ending made you scream. And I'm not really sure if this means that you're screaming because you're scared, or you're screaming out of frustration, or, you know, what exactly that's referring to. But for me, the only one I can really think of was when I read Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. I went to a midnight release of the book, came home, I literally only slept for a few hours, and then I read for 17 hours straight. I finished the entire book in one sitting. And of course, most of us know who died in that book, but of course I'm not going to give away any spoilers, because I actually spoiled that for somebody one time because I thought everybody knew, and it was horrible when I found out that they didn't know that this person died. But anyway, so when this particular character died, I literally bawled my eyes out. I was screeching because I was so upset, probably half because I was delirious from fatigue, but also this character was my absolute favorite character in the entire series. So when that happened, it was completely devastating. And still to this day, when I watch the movie, I am inconsolable when that happens in the movie. It's like, you know, I have to pause it and kind of get my bearings a little bit because it's like uncomfortable crying. So next is N, a book that you can't wait to buy. And there's so many good books coming out this year, but I'm gonna go with Whisper Down the Lane by Clay Chapman, and that is coming out April the 6th. I'm just looking on Amazon here. I've already pre-ordered it, of course. And this is a book that's a fictional story, but it's inspired by the satanic panic of the 1980s. And I mean, I grew up in that era, and it was just fantastical the way that all of this kind of came about. And I mean, like, people's lives were completely changed because of what was going on and what was being said. And of course, most of it was not true. And people were on trial, people went to jail for things that never ever happened. So in this story, basically there's a teacher in a school and he is accused of something, and there's a small child who, you know, this teacher is his favorite teacher, and he starts to tell lies about things that had happened that didn't happen, and it ignites this entire panic around the situation. So if you know anything about the satanic panic from the 80s, it completely encompasses that whole hysteria. And I'm really, really, really looking forward to not only reading this book because I know a lot about the satanic panic, I've kind of taken it on as one of my many pet projects that I look into, but also the cover of the book just completely pulled me in. It's beautiful cover art, and I actually did order a hardcover copy just for the sake that I love the cover so much. So yeah, really looking forward to this book coming out. So another month and it'll be out, and I know I'm gonna sit down and finish it in like one sitting. So moving on here, D is for dark, a book which has dark themes. And I mean, for anybody who's on HorrorTube, just about everything we read has dark themes. But I decided to go with My Dark Vanessa. I've often spoken about this book on this channel as well. It was my top read for 2020 because this is such a gritty book, and it's not an easy read. I literally gobbled it up in a couple of days, but it's something that really sticks with you. And you know, if there's something there that sticks with you to that degree, and it's something that can happen in real life, and things that like this do happen in real life, you know, I just had to pick this one because it's just absolutely fantastic, and it's also really, really well written. So if you haven't read this one yet and you can handle the subject matter, I highly, highly recommend this book. And the last one, of course, S is for share the love, and tag some of your favorite channels. And like I always say, if you see this video and you want to do this tag, please go ahead and make a video of your own. I really enjoyed doing the prompts with this one, and it was fun picking out some books to fit each one of the prompts. So there you have it. That was the friends tag. Please, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below because you know I love chatting with you guys. Let me know if there's any books on this list that you haven't heard about that sound interesting, and we can chat about it down in the comments below. But until next time, guys, stay spooky. Bye.